Get ready with me while I tell you how I ended my 4-year relationship and wasn't totally heartbroken after.
Keep going back to him until you hate him. Keep going.
Sometimes you just have to be done.
Hello guys, welcome to our channel. This is Reactz. So this is a place where we talk about relationships and stuff like that. So we hope you like it, and this is our first video and we appreciate for clicking and watching. Thank you so much. Let's go. This deep. Love it black, man. Yeah, let's go.
Date them until you hate them. And I know that for some people that might seem like a controversial sentence, but the truth is you will not let go of that person, and you will not move on from that person until you are ready to do that. You might be in a position where your friends and family are reminding you, remember when he did this, or he did this, or he said this, and you're listening to them, but you're not hearing them because you don't want to hear them right now. You don't want to hear those negatives about this person that you care about. You don't want to acknowledge their red flags because you're not at that point yet. The right friends and family, especially if they've been through it before, will understand that moving on and that letting go and fully committing to that choice comes from you. And that is why sometimes the idea of date them until you hate them can work on occasions, because you get to a point yourself where you've had enough. You get to a point yourself where you realise I'm better than this, and you choose to let go and you choose to walk away because you're finally in a position where you see him the same way that everyone else does.
You should date him till you hate him. Everybody's dating in the wrong way. You meet this guy, you go out a few times, and in your head, you know what you want from a man. You want him to be tall, you want him to have a six-pack because you like going to the gym. You want him to have brown hair and blue eyes. And then he tells you that he is a child from a previous relationship, and you go like, oh no, he's not that tall, and his hobby is reading books. He's not exactly what you expected. And what you do, you kind of dismiss him already in your brain before dinner is over. And what we're actually learning like this is to date and dismiss. So in other words, we're learning how to not create relationships. We have this illusion that we have all these endless options out there, so we're not willing to invest even in dating. We are so scared to spend too much energy on somebody who will not be our boyfriend anyway, that we just in our mind think, okay, let's move on, next. But what you should do is to date him till you actually hate him. Meaning, date him till you are 100% sure that this person doesn't fit with you. Because way too often we dismiss people based on what we think we know of them. But in reality, you never really know who may grow on you.
Keep going back to him until you hate him. Keep going. Okay. Go as many times as you have to, until you know you've gotten to the point where you're like, I'm done. I don't want this anymore. I don't want to feel like this anymore. I don't want to let someone treat me like this. Do it. So that way, when you're finally ready to leave, you will stay gone. I've talked about this before. I am very much a believer in staying until you hate them. Staying until it's just disgust when you think about how you allow them to treat you, what they've done to you, how they've acted, all of it. So keep going back until you know that when you leave, you are not going to go back. You're going to be so mentally done. They always say that you leave mentally before you do physically, and it is so true. So go back. So that way, that day you leave, there's no looking back.
Sometimes you just have to be done. Not mad, not upset, just done. Let it end. Let it hurt. Let it heal. Let it go.
Sometimes it lasts in love, but sometimes it hurts instead.
Get ready with me while I tell you how I ended my 4-year relationship and wasn't totally heartbroken after. The reason I was able to walk away from my 4-year relationship is because I dated him until I hated him. Now, I know some people are about to come for me and be like, you should just end it. It's not always that easy. Some people make it really hard for you to walk away from a relationship, or maybe you're really, really comfortable with them. You've been with them for forever, and it is hard to walk away sometimes. So, again, date them until you hate them. So the first thing that you are going to do during this process is not get jealous anymore. They're doing things that hurt you. They know that they're hurting you. There's no reason to get jealous or be spiteful, start arguments anymore. Now what you're going to do is you're going to sit back. You are going to let them disrespect you. You're going to watch them disrespect you. And you are going to keep doing it until you no longer want to associate with them anymore. The feelings that you have for this person are going to start going away because they're disrespecting you over and over again, and you're finally seeing it clear that it's disrespect. You're not jealous anymore. You're just getting disrespected. Now that you're not getting jealous anymore, you are no longer overreacting. They're not getting a reaction out of you, and they're going to start doing probably worse things to try and get a reaction out of you. And what you're going to do is you're going to sit back and just keep not reacting. Now, I will say during this process, you're going to break your own heart a million times by staying around and watching this. But while it's all happening, you're healing. You're already going through the breakup. And most women, when they decide a relationship is over, it's actually over because they've had time to sit around and wonder why the disrespect was happening, or eventually just get to the point where they're not wondering anymore. They just want away from it. So eventually everything's just going to come to a boil, and you are going to be ready to explode. The way that this person eats, drinks, the sounds that they make at night while they sleep, it's going to start to annoy you so bad that you may hate them. But like I said, eventually it's all going to come to a head. It's going to start boiling. You're going to start boiling, and you're probably going to absolutely lose it. Might have a small, manic breakdown, but you're going to realize that you care less about this person than you did, a little while ago when you decided to start this process. The dating them until you hate them process will make you eventually hate them. And when it's time to walk away, you're going to be able to walk away, sis. Now that you've hit your total breaking point, you're going to be able to walk away from this super gracefully. And they are going to wonder, how is she so okay? But really, you've been planning this in your head. You've been dating this person until you hated them. So made it really easy for you to walk away, and pretty gracefully.
Have you ever heard of the phrase, date them until you hate them? Well, it freaking works.
Yeah, many times.
So this is if you're in a trauma bond, maybe you're with a narcissist, an abuser, whatever. It is hard to leave because of that trauma bond, but to eat away at that trauma bond, you're kind of staying with them and you're realizing them for who they really are, like abusive and evil people. And in the meantime, you're building yourself up. So they're going down, you're going up. And what's that Selena Gomez song? I had to hate you to love me. That's it. That's what it is. So date them until you hate them.
Just let them. If they want to choose something or someone over you, let them. If they want to go weeks without talking to you, let them. If they're okay with never seeing you, let them. If they are okay with always putting themselves first, let them. If they are showing you who they are and not what you perceived them to be, let them. If they want to follow the crowd, let them. If they want to judge or misunderstand you, let them. If they act like they can live without you, let them. If they want to walk out of your life and leave, hold the door open and let them. Let them lose you. You were never theirs because you were always your own. So let them.
Good. Stop giving second chances to people who never gave you a first try. Stop spending your days recovering from conversations that left you feeling small. Stop convincing yourself that they're not that bad when you always leave feeling worse. Find your people.
It took me too long to learn this lesson. Sometimes people can't reciprocate because they can't give you what they can't give themselves. Those who are at war with themselves can't give you peace. Those who betray themselves can't give you loyalty. Those who lie to themselves can't give you honesty. See them as they are, and not who you wish them to be.
You're just a